I haven't used my big circular deck in a while, but it was crying out to be used. It was grabbing my attention. So let's see what it wants to say today, what the message is. Well, this is an interesting combination of cards. We've got dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. But we also have the shark warning you to take care, or there may be some kind of material loss that might come about. And the vine card says, seek out information that will help you. It feels as though you will make friends who can guide you, or you have friends who can guide you. You might be engaging in some expert advice, like seeing a lawyer, seeing an accountant, something like that. And it's such a relief, the energy they bring you, that it's sort of like you've made a new friend, someone who's really looking out for you, even though you might just have never met them before. It feels like someone is going to save you from some kind of, not threat, not danger, but some kind of situation where you could be on the losing end of a deal, or some kind of situation here. So let's see what else the universe has to say about this. So here you are, a bit indecisive about something, trying to weigh things up, trying to figure things out. On one side, you've got the worst case scenario preying on your mind. And on the other side, you've got your best wishful thinking cap on, and you're kind of veering between these two extremes of it's all going to be fabulous and it's all going to turn to shit. And you're in the middle trying to find some equilibrium here. And that's definitely when it is useful to seek out information to help you. Because, yeah, it doesn't feel like you can balance this one out by yourself. Now, it feels as though you might hit a roadblock, somewhere to do with your money, your career, your job, whatever this issue is that you're trying to weigh up or that seems really important to you. It may take a while to come to something. You're sort of stuck in a limbo is what it feels like. Now, the Queen of Wands came out, and this is very willful energy. It is quite, feminine energy is receptive. So it's very magnetic and draws people in with charm, with humor, with a bit of look at me, kind of show-offy vibes. This could be a fire sign feminine energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be related to fire sign matters. But it could be a person, and this could be you, maybe feeling like the fire signs really like to lead, and they don't really like to listen to other people too often. I can say that. I've got a lot of fire in my chart. So maybe that is a slight problem, that you're just kind of trusting your own instincts, or trying to. And maybe your ego's involved somewhere here. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just you want the plum job, even though you might be getting niggly warning signs about it. Or you might be having, these fearful thoughts. You might want to spend money on a designer bag or something. And then, it seems like keeping up appearances in a way. You might be focusing on the glamour of something rather than the reality. And the reality is, this is a very slow thing to come about, and you might be feeling demoralized about it. In fact, you may need to say goodbye to this cherished whatever it is and move on. But let's see what the universe has to say about energies for you to lean away from in this situation, and energies to lean towards. This came out in my very last reading, and the energies to lean away from. So there's something in the air at the moment. Lean away from feeling like you need to take control and drive through your agenda without any consideration for what the situation really does call for. Don't be manipulative, high-handed, controlling, bossy, and you can imagine the emperor doesn't want to listen to anyone else when he's in a bad mood. So don't be like that. This is a time to get wisdom from other people. especially where finances or your future sort of stability comes into question. Now, you can afford to be optimistic about your future, but it feels like maybe whatever you're trying to push through right now that's not bearing fruit might not be the right thing. Walking away might be the best thing, but this says there are other good things on the horizon. So don't get wrapped up in the pursuit of something that you think you want. Be prepared to change your mind. Don't just set yourself on a course and just push through. There does seem to be some negatives here or some fears that you are aware of, and you may be trying to just block them out with your wishful thinking. So if that resonates with you, take this advice. Let's get a couple of cards to finish. Okay, so this card came out. Nothing will come of this situation. The void moon. That means the moon's not making any more connections with anyone else and to any other planet till it changes signs. So its work is done for the next few days or for this situation. So you're trying to push something through that just isn't going to happen, is what it feels like. So don't bully your way and just sort of try and make it happen at all costs. Instead, go inwards, calm yourself down, calming the waters. Don't let your emotions or your vanity, your pride, your ego, your determination to win or to achieve that job or buy that thing, just because you're fixed on it, don't pursue it to the finality. This is all about peaceful self-regulation. So go within and calm yourself down. Also, see beyond the past. There is a bright future ahead for you with the Three of Wands. Lean into this optimistic energy, and there are good things over the horizon. You just can't quite see them yet, but they are definitely coming. So don't feel like you're doomed to be stuck or doomed to be trapped in a past timeline. Your timeline is shifting, but you don't need to use force to push it through. And if things are just taking a long time to come together or seem to be falling apart, it feels like you will realize that you do need to move on. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. All the best with this situation. And as always, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.